What's up, guys? It's time for some more Kengan Omega. Kengan Omega, chapter 245. Not a review this week, but a live reaction from me. You know, Griever, all that fun jazz. Plug the channel. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun jazz. So, boom. Let's get into the live reaction. And there's a reason I'm live. I did not intend to live react to this chapter all week long. Then I got some notifications. Thankfully, they were just, the quick notifications you get on your phone. I got some really quick notifications on my phone of people commenting, and I only got the first couple of words and stuff, so no spoilers, but people said, no way, was the first one I saw, and when I immediately saw it, I said, I ain't looking at notifications anymore. I'm clearing that shit, right, on my home screen. So I saw someone post, no way, and I went, okay. I didn't expect something huge to happen this chapter, but what's going down? What has Kengan Omega pissed off the fan base with this time? So, anyways, let's just jump right into it. So, chapter 245 is entitled "I Must Set It Right." Okay, and okay, we're still in the restaurant scene. I guess I sort of well, that's the thing too. You could have jumped away from this and left it ambiguous that we assume that Setsuna and Akoya were truly killed, So yeah. So we are continuing on from 244. And Gilbert says immediately, can't remember the last time I saw you driven that far. And it's just like, okay, so once again, putting the fan base does not seem, or at least the Tiger Nico fans or just casual fans does not seem to understand that this is all not to pull Tiger Nico down, but to elevate Setsuna from all the naysayers. That's all that was being done. That's all they were doing. So once again, Setsuna's stock's just, he put up a very good fight against a top tier villain. That's just what it is, right? Nico responds with, yeah, well, the Pipsqueak put up a good fight. Pipsqueak, I mean, well, at least acknowledges that. And Setsuna looks, yeah, he looks pretty much done there by the looks of it. A lot of people have said, is he truly dead? I mean, maybe. It's possible, So let's see. Are you done back there? Gilbert says, yeah, it was easy enough. Okay, so maybe Akoya is down and out. And that's what Gilbert says. And then, boom. It's Willem versus Akoya? Wait, I thought we were done. Oh, black. Alright. Once again, the telltale sign of a black border, black background means flashback. It's just a rule of manga. So easy to tell. You don't need to tell us. You can show us. It's an arbitrary rule, but it's just a good rule of thumb. And it gets very confusing when certain mangaka don't do that. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, Willem looking pretty good. He's elbowing down on Akoya's back there in the armored suit. Holy shit. Alright, so wait a minute. We're actually going to see the Akoya fight. Well, then once again, if we're actually going to see this, then all the bitches from chapter 244 off screen. Where you at? First off, nothing got off screen. This is fantastic. Alright, so Akoya is being attacked. So we're in the middle of the fight, it seems. Akoya is still standing. He's still got that initial crack in the helmet that seems to be deepening right now. And Willem goes, oh, still not broken, huh? That's pretty tough. Okay, so the suit is made out of, like, super hardened adamantium Wolverine claw shit. And they're just like, okay, this shit's awesome. And they're having a hard time to break it. And Willem, oh man, he looked dangerous there. He looked dangerous. Is that like one of those rider suits or something? I gotta get me one of those. Alright, so he's not perturbed by the fact that he wasn't able to break it in a hit or two, right? Okay, so, but a rider suit, is that like a Knight Rider thing? Or am I missing a reference for something? Like, is it a RoboCop thing? I don't know. Anyways. And cracks up. Okay, so Akoya is going with a taser attack, and of course it's not going to work, is it? Boom! No, he just gets slammed in the face instead, and the taser punch gets completely dodged. Nice shot there. Boom, Akoya goes down right on his head. Concussion time. And let's see. Willem says, bloody hell, is that suit for real? I hit it as hard as I could. How come it didn't break? I mean, okay, so we've seen some crazy feats in Kengan. We've seen some crazy feats. But, I mean, is it believable that a guy who's not Julius or Waka would find it almost impossible to break a suit specifically designed to tank hits from superhumans? Superhuman martial artists in this world? Yeah, I totally buy that. I totally buy the durability of Okoye's suit in this context. It's built to take on removal opponents. It's built to withstand blunt force to the highest degree they could figure. So, outside of a blast core or something like that, I buy it. Yeah, alright. So Willem says, you're starting to piss me off now. I'm not stopping until I've busted you up. Okay, so he's like, alright, war of attrition, baby. I'll just keep punching until I break a hole in it. Alright. And Okoye's just like, how, you know? How could justice be bested by evil? How have I become so weak? It's true. Well, granted, the aura Willem's giving off and stuff, these panels are done quite well too. This isn't too bad. And then all of a sudden, he's splashed. I know what this is. Yep. Let me guess. Gilbert poured gasoline on him. Yep. I guarantee you that's going to be like the, oh, you don't need to bust him open. There are far better ways of beating this fucker. Let's just blow him up. I like the moment you see like and the shock and stuff like that, it's got to be. 100%. And Okoye's shocked. What's happening? Oh! No, it's liquor. Of course, they're in the kitchen. My bad. Not gasoline. Of course. Not gasoline. Now we're cooking with gas. No, we're cooking with alcohol. Way more flammable. Actually, which one is more flammable? You would like to say gasoline just right out of the gate, but... Which one? I wonder which one has the better burning point. Anyways, doesn't matter. You going about this all wrong, Willem. Let's see. So he's smoking the cigar like Edward used to do and stuff. Okay. Haven't you heard the story of the North Wind and the Sun? No, I have not. But I imagine something from Japan or something. Anyways. Probably a tale of Apollo and the burning wings or something like that. And wings made of wax flew too close to the sun and burnt up. Fell or something. Maybe a similar idea, you know, to teach kids about things. Anyways, so let's see. Yeah, he's like, and then click, there goes the cigar. Now, okay, so of course the cigar, 1, 2, 3 panels to hit, and whoosh. Now I have heard that there is a fallacy regarding people being just putting out a cigarette and all of a sudden, you know, like gas or whatever, or oil, like immediately catching fire and stuff like that. However, depending on the proof of this alcohol, and that's a cigar, which of course holds a bigger amount of burning, bigger amount of flame. I mean, once again, I haven't looked into the full science of it, but I think that is possible with a big stogie and depending on the level of ethanol in the alcohol, I believe. So... And this is a high-class restaurant, so, I mean, yeah, maybe it is possible. But I have seen that in one of those breaking movie magic or whatever, where when people light the cigarette and they throw it out and just whoosh. And it's just like, that doesn't really happen. But with alcohol, I could say it almost would with a cigar. I mean, I haven't tested it or anything like that. But, I mean, you launch the tiniest little amount of flame in a saucepan with white wine or bourbon or something like that. Whoosh! Immediately, right? So as someone who's cooked with flame before and stuff in that regard, yeah, it lights up pretty quick with very little prompting. So I would believe it. And immediately, Okoye has been literally lit on fire. So he's gonna burn to death. Okay. Alright. Because that metal is going to get so hot, it's going to literally melt him. So, oh my god, this dude's... Hell yeah, burn! Burn! He's like a kid with a fucking... He's one of those demented kids. He's like, yeah, burn, burn. Even Willem's like, shit, dude. Jesus, like, you think this is, like... This is entertaining to you? It's like, shit, that's gnarly. Gnarly. We haven't heard that since the 90s. Gnarly, dude. Yeah, shit, Gil, man. That's gnarly, dude. You know, so, okay. Yeah, and it is. You know, but back then, gnarly meant that was cool. That was hip. It's groovy, baby. Now it's literally, I guess, what it's supposed to mean, which is, yeah, whoa. What are we watching here? You know? So, let's see. Now are you gonna burn to death or suffocate? You would suffocate? Why would you suffocate? Why would you suffocate? You'd still... The metal would get hot and you'd just burn... You'd die from the burns. You wouldn't suffocate first. The smoke probably can't get into the suit. There wouldn't be enough smoke inhalation that would kill you before the flames. Why would you suffocate? Anyway. What's it gonna be, superhero? Jesus. And, oh, he throws away all the burning pieces of the suit. And he's still pretty burnt up there. And so now he's just down to his skivvies. And Gilbert, yeah. And they're just standing there watching this happen. They're not preventing it. They're like, yeah, that was the right move. Good choice. Like, you'll survive longer doing that. You know, Gilbert's just like analyzing this. And, oh man, Okoye looks fucked up. He looks pretty burned up, especially the face, his eye and shit. You know, oh man, yeah. And he's just sizzling. He's sizzling like bacon in a frying pan, man. Holy shit. And then Gilbert says, okay, we're done here. Alright, so he's lost his... He lost the fun of watching this any longer. He's lost the fun. But Nico is still taking his sweet ass time. Of course, this is before... This is right when he exits the kitchen to the dining hall, I'm assuming, from last chapter. Willem says, what now? Are you going to give him a hand? Yeah, I'll be right back. You handle the cleanup. Oh, man. So even if the fight had taken any longer and Setsuna had come out on top, Gilbert was going to go out there and hand... So, had the fight even gone on just a little bit longer, it would have been irrelevant because... Gilbert was going to go out there anyways, and then it would have been a 2v1. Setsuna can't handle that. So, well, let's see. So, handle the cleanup, Roger. And Okoye's just huffing and puffing on the ground. And Willem, take this rider punch. Okay, so he can put removal in one arm. Is that the weird thing that he said? Like, this is my... Remember something was mentioned about Willem? His, like, this is my associate. His abilities are quite a bit odd. Or, like, different. So, we keep him around as my right hand or whatever. Like, when they were doing all the cloning experiments and blah, blah, they're like, Willem came out a little bit different. Not a bad different, but just different from some of the stuff we... Like, there was something hinted about that Willem is different in a way. Maybe this is it. He can actually do removal in any part of his body at will. I don't know if we've seen that before. I don't feel like we have. Like, you're either you go removal or you don't. Alright, and then thump. So we hear the final blow. Sounds like Willem's still playing around. Let's see. Am I the only one who thinks, like, when, sometimes in certain shots, when Gilbert's wearing his hoodie and he's got, like, those, like, spikes, like those 3 spikes, sometimes it immediately, like, at a quick glance, it looks like his hair's going like this. Like, his hair's about that long, and, like, the last 3 spikes, like, that's his hair falling on the last part of his hoodie. You know, because his hair is slicked back, and it goes a little long past his ears. It doesn't go quite that long, but at a first glance, it's like, oh, that's the rest of his hair. Sometimes I get that, I'm like, oh, yeah. He's got longer hair than I thought. Anyways, let's see. So, Tiger says, I'm finishing him off just to be safe. I mean, you know what? Gotta give props to Tiger here because it's like, yeah, I'm pretty sure I killed him, but we gotta make absolutely sure this like, people survive in this manga. So, and Gilbert said, what's the matter? You're not usually this high strung. Oh, so Tiger's just like, wait, I have to make sure he's dead. He doesn't answer that. So he's gonna use Adamantium Kata. He's gonna use probably Iron Breaker and punch straight down and take him the fuck out. And Setsuna won't survive that. So, the fact that he's like, yeah, Setsuna is dangerous, and if he happens to come back, he's probably going to be even more deadly than before and stuff like that. So, we cannot afford to have this fucking guy on the loose and possibly surviving. So, he's going to do it, and... Okay. I get it. I get what I saw on my phone today. No way! Oh, I'm sure it's no way in a very bad way for a lot of fans. I'm sure so many people are disappointed by this turn of events. But, you know what? I absolutely, and not even as a joke, okay? Because once again, I don't like Okoye, but I don't hate him like the fan base. The problem with the Kengan fan base is this whole jobber term. And I hate the word jobber. I don't use the word jobber. It's a stupid fucking word. And it's just is. And it's this idea that if you're not Shen, you're a jobber. And I have no time for that. I have no time for people who use the word jobber. I just don't. Because people are going to be mad about this. I am unironically think this is awesome. I absolutely do. We assume Okoye is he's at best right now a B tier fighter compared to he's fighting S tiers and high A tiers. He can't fucking deal with this. He's got no shot, and he's been going downhill steadily. We've seen that in Omega. He hasn't been near as powerful as he was, and that's been brought up by Setsuna, by his inner monologues, by he hasn't been, ever since he switched to, like outside of using his martial arts, he's been relying on these tech suits and stuff, he has been weaker. We have acknowledged this. And, funnily enough, notice the one time he actually is forced out of his suit. And we don't know what happened. We don't know what happened. But the fact that this man just burst through the doors. Justice! I mean, if you're going to make an entrance, that's the way to do it. This is well worth the page. This is a great page. It's like, I have to finish him off. I have to make sure he's dead. Justice, motherfuckers! Justice! Okay, Okoye. Walking into that room like, this man thinks he's Escanor. I'm B tier? Who decided that? This man's walking in this panel thinking he's the lion's sin of fucking pride, okay? And you know what? Unironic props to Okoye. I know a lot of people don't like Okoye. Once again, as a character, is he an okay character? Sure, but I don't like him personally. I hated what he did to Cosmo. I can't believe I have to keep explaining this. But the level of hate that Okoye gets because he's not an S tier and he loses or has hard fights is ridiculous. He's only hated because of this term jobber, and the moment it's applied to a guy, everybody shits on him. And that's the problem. So that's why I just, no. We're just doing justice. Yeah, I'm, okay, Okoye. Even Gilbert's like, what the fuck? Tiger Nico's like, what the fuck? Let's go. Alright, I'm here for it. And look at this man. Look at this man. Teeth clenched. Only one eye open. Looks like his eye... is his eye... No, it didn't seem like it was gone, but his eye's definitely shut. It's all bloodied and, closed right now. Koya looking like a rabid dog, you know, and what do they always tell you? When a frightened animal is pushed into the corner and has nowhere else to go, they are their most deadly. They are at their most dangerous. Koya looking like a mad dog right now, executing justice. This man. Alright. And Gilbert's he's not impressed. Hey, how come you're still alive? And Tiger just immediately says, you take care of him, Gil. So, alright, good on Tiger for not shifting his focus. Immediately, he's just like, yeah, okay, you deal with that. I still need to make sure Setsuna is dead. Because Tiger knows, once again, put respect on the beautiful beast. He's dangerous. Tiger recognized this. The man is definitely S tier. I don't care where you put him in S tier, but he's there. And Tiger's the one acknowledging this and going, yeah, we don't need to deal with this motherfucker. He gets better. He's a prodigy. He's a genius fighter. And if he improves after fighting me, that's going to be a problem. So let's see. What does Gilbert think here? Did he beat Willem? No. That's not possible. He's not even on his level. Okay, so I think we can take Gilbert's words here at face value and say, okay, Okoye, even if he is using his martial arts, should not be able to beat, even at 100% health, you know, and they're both going at it, he's not good enough to beat Willem. Willem's just a better martial artist overall. He's stronger, faster, you know. So he's trying to figure out how, and actually, I'm sure the fan base is. I wonder if they're going to tell us this chapter. But wait, Gilbert notices something on the ground. Wouldn't it? If it's Willem's head. If it's Willem's head. Oh, what if he notices something and out of the door rolled Willem's head like completely decapitated? That would be like, what the fuck? Okay, what is it? Okay, nope, it's not Willem's head, but there's about to be a lot of body parts. Oh shit, a grenade? Boom! Alright. Anybody who doesn't like this chapter, stop reading Kengan. I'm sorry, this is great. If you don't find this, all of this, entertaining from the serious respect Tiger has right now for Setsuna, the respect for the beautiful beast, if you don't realize the carefree and sadistic attitude of Gilbert and how he's taking things a little too lightly and now it's biting him in the ass, if you don't like the fact that this man pulled an Escanor, because why the fuck not, and literally blew the place up. He said, fuck their suit, fuck magic, I'm above your Nico style magic, fuck martial arts, I'm above your martial arts, grenade. Grenade? Grenade. 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 Fuck it, you know? If you can't respect that, like, this is great because it's true. Like, I love how they're like, oh, you can put all the armies together and Shen can't be taken down and stuff. It's like, if a missile were to hit him, he's dead. You know, it's like, yeah, you're like crazy when it comes to this, that, and the other thing and stuff, but there is a limit. Like, yeah, Nico was able to dodge and catch bullets and stuff, but there is a degree that's just not really feasible. Now, do I think that anybody's dead from this? Maybe Setsuna. Maybe. Maybe Okoye. Maybe they both died to heavily injure the other three. How he got away from Willem. But yeah, this is a fun chapter. This is what we read manga for, to be entertained. And are you not entertained? That is my one question to any fans of Kengan. If you're not entertained right now, then why are you reading it? Just stop. Go home. Don't read it on Wednesdays. And I will sit here and continue to laugh and enjoy, because this has been fun. This is a fun chapter. I am so glad. I'm actually glad that I nearly got spoiled this week. Because remember last week or the week before I was talking about I'm not reading comment sections even if I review and stuff, because I feel like it it dampens my opinion on the chapter. All I tried to get was different theories and perspectives normally when I read comments and then review after. But I find this fan base hates its own, like the fans hate their own product, what they're a fan of, and it just dampens my mood. So now I'm almost glad that I still had that quick to react to this, because I don't think it would have hit as hard. You know, reading this on my lunch break in a work truck, you know, in the winter, in the cold and stuff, and just you know, and just reading it as I had 5 minutes, I don't think it would have hit as hard for me to appreciate. Yeah. Okay, so now we're skipping, because now we got the police, fire trucks, everything, the whole buildings. Oh yeah, dining room's completely busted. Holy shit, the walls got blown out. There's one way to make an open terrace. Alright. If anybody, like the wait staff or anybody that was in there, if anybody actually got killed or hurt in that guy is not, like, really? Made a joke about that? Seriously? That's one way to make an open terrace? Really? Like, while the firefighters are still putting it out, you're making a joke about the possible multiple death of restaurant employees and customers in a building? They don't know what went down. What the fuck? That's a dark fucking sense of humor. I'm not saying the joke ain't funny, or you know, but it's only a little funny, and too soon. Jesus Christ. So was this a terrorist attack? Right! The world has been knows all about the worm and the death dealers, knows all about this bullshit going on with terrorist attacks and stuff, and you think right now, when it's a possible building just got blown up in your neighborhood, is it time to make a joke? No, I heard it was an accident. Something about a gas leak. I'm amazed they don't blame it on electrical. Because when they can't figure it, I've heard gas leak before too, but when firefighters cannot determine what caused a fire, they instantly blame it on electrical. There are ways to determine when it is electrical, but about 70% of the time when they don't know, they just say faulty wiring. They blame my profession. They blame my shit. So, never believe that. At least 7 times out of 10, it's because I don't know, so I'm just going to say electric. You know, if there's not another obvious culprit, then that's what they always do. But wouldn't a gas leak blow up the kitchen? That's true. Why was the explosion in the dining area? Don't ask me, I'm not an expert. Alrighty, and now we're going down an alleyway. Down the alleyway, and... Okay, what the fuck? He threw the grenade, it blew up. Somehow Okoye managed to get to Setsuna and is dragging him away from there and out of there. No idea. Trying to come up with an explanation for that, I have nothing. But I'm assuming that next chapter, we might get another black background flashback thing showing how when the bomb went off, he instantly got, like, after the bomb went off, he grabbed Setsuna and got the fuck out of there while they were recovering or whatever. But Okoye's whole plan immediately was, once he opened the doors, he saw where Setsuna's body was, he threw the grenade or got the grenade, kicked the grenade over, or whatever he did. And then, when he did that, you know, wait a minute. Because he was down to his skin, he's like, how did he throw the grenade? We didn't see him throw anything, and they would have noticed, right? They would have noticed. What if he threw it when he slammed open the door? Justice! And he immediately kicked the bomb, or, yeah, probably kicked it rather than threw it. So when he slammed it open and yelled, justice and stuff, he immediately kicked the bomb over. I gotta go check that really quick. Do they show that? Just gotta see. No, they don't show it on the floor, but it's possible because he basically used it as a distraction so that they wouldn't notice his throwing of the bomb, so they would get out of the way of the grenade. So he used his bellow as a distraction. Look at me, not at your feet, and I made noise so you don't hear the clink, clink, clink. You know, maybe. All right, we don't see it, but okay. So I mean, I assume nobody died from this, though we have no idea what happened to Willem. No idea. But he's dragging Setsuna, so I assume he believes. Now, Setsuna might still be dead or will die, but he doesn't know that yet, so he's dragging Setsuna's body with him. Move along, it's not safe here, so Okoya's going and set it right. Huff, huff. I must set it right. Okay, so if you're not a fan of Okoya, I understand. Not a fan of him either. But you can't deny that this was fun. You can't deny that this was a fun chapter. And we know that grenade probably did damage, but it didn't kill anybody. You know, it didn't even blow up the building. It just blew up the dining room, right? And Okoya was in the dining room. Setsuna was on the floor of the dining room and still grabbed Let's Go in all the hopla, and all the kerfuffle. So, I don't think I have anything else for you guys with this one. I liked the chapter. I thought the chapter was really fun. I just want to know what happened to Willem. Like, how did Okoya get away from that? And what was the aftermath? Was it that whole, okay, he knew that the grenade was going to go off, so he immediately, once he said executing justice and stuff, he immediately found out where Setsuna's body was. He knew the grenade was going to go off, and he immediately went, did a beeline. Well, he didn't do a beeline. He did like an L, like it was like a knight on a chessboard. He immediately went up against the wall away from the grenade, and then beelined it to Setsuna, while the other two tried to hop away from the explosion. Probably, he then grabbed Setsuna and took off, right? And once again, they probably had the lay of the land, maybe even a little better, because they had scoped the place out, knowing that that's where Tiger Nika was going to be. Right? So he was probably like, I'm going to grab him and go back this way. So, yeah. Okay, I can see it. Clearly they didn't recover any bodies. They would have probably mentioned that, so, I think everybody's alive. But yeah, I really like this chapter. I thought that was a lot of fun. And once again, not an Okoya fan by any stretch, but that's an Okoya moment right there. That's a pretty good Okoya moment, okay? You don't need to like the guy or be a fan of his character to say that was pretty badass for him to just justice. Alright. Alright, I'm there for that. I'm 100% there for that. So, yeah, I'm sorry for all of you fans who hate the fact that Okoya's alive or survived Willem or whatever. I'm sorry you feel that way. And that you're not going to like this chapter as a result of that. But I thought it was good, as I've already explained, and the reasons why I think it was good. It hit a lot of different beats, and they were all, some were good, some were better, some were just fun. So, I liked it. What did you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, as always, because this one, the reaction is about half an hour long, so it's probably going to be out a little later than intended and stuff like that. I did work today. Go figure. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the reaction to Kengan Omega. First reaction, I believe, in 2024. This might be my first reaction in 2024. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you back here next time for some more Kengan Omega. I'm looking forward to it. I really am. So, thanks, guys. Sayonara. See you next time.